Week in Black History, all the way back in 1865. The 13th Amendment to the Constitution abolishing slavery and involuntary servitude except as a punishment for a crime was ratified. Y'all do know that if you broke the law back in them days, you could still be a slave. And they still doing that, whether y'all believe it or not. I ain't got time for all that today, but it's true. That happened this week, back in 1865. Also this week in Black History, all the way back in 1872, this young brother here, his name was PBS Pinchback. I love his name. Lived in Louisiana. He became the first black governor in the United States of America. Amen. He was lieutenant governor, but there was an opening for a while. There was a vacancy, so he's a Republican. He served as the acting governor of Louisiana for 35 days. And during that time, 10 acts of legislation became law under Brother Pinchback. You may not have a long time to serve, but when you got to do your thing, man. Yeah. I don't know if you knew that or not, and he is black now. He had that good hair. Louisiana. I want to introduce you to somebody very, very, very interesting. In 1934, this week in Black History, this young lady, Maggie Lena Walker, passed away. She was 69 years old. You may not know this, but she had become the most powerful black female businesswoman and social activist in the United States of America. When she was just 14 years old, she joined a group called the Independent Grand United Order of St. Luke in Richmond, Virginia. And she helped transform that and led it to become a premier black self-help group. At its height, it had over 50,000 members. When did she start? When she was 14 years old. She was not born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She was the child of slaves. Her mom and daddy were slaves. And she became a self-made millionaire. She was an entrepreneur. She founded and was the managing editor of the newspaper, big newspaper. She was the first black woman to become the president. After she started a bank, and she became the chairman of the board of that same bank. She was part of building the ecosystem during her time. She's also a school teacher. She was like, there's a lot. Just look at that lady right there. She did that in 69 years. When she got older, she was bound to a wheelchair. So instead of just poo-pooing about that, she actually started an initiative to help people with disabilities. It started with her. If she could do that, and her mom and daddy were slaves, there should be a statue somewhere of this woman. So there's a lot about her online. Just go read about her. And this was less than 100 years ago. 90 years ago when she passed away. So give yourselves a hand because now you know more.